Welcome back to Timeless Athlete, the space for former athletes navigating life beyond sports. I'm Andrecus Lindley, and if you're anything like me, navigating a fast-paced, adrenaline-fueled world of athletics to post-career life comes with its own set of challenges. Here, we'll dive deep into the real struggles that athletes face after hanging up their jersey. If you want to stay on top of the tip drills, of the interviews, of the real stories from other athletes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's build a strong community of former athletes ready to tackle the next chapter head on. All right, like I explained, we got a tip drill for you today. Excuse me. I have a tip drill for you today. And speaking on athletes, why are we gaining so much weight after the career? I know it seems simple, uh, and we're gonna dive into it, but right away, guys. It's funny because it's just amazing to me. How do we, as athletes, we stay in shape through our career? Most people do, as you can see. Sometimes, especially when athletes get to their pro career, they start gaining weight after 2 or 3 years, and it just goes downhill from there. We've seen that a lot with Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy, once a beast from Alabama, great running back, ended up getting drafted to the Packers, and immediately looks like he just put on 20 pounds. I just want to give an example that was during his career. But a lot of athletes, they put on a lot of weight post career, and we're going to dive in why. And then I'm going to give you guys some tips. That's part of the tip drill that we're going to talk about today. So the first reason, guys, is immediately it seems like our brain is just, we lose our head. Number one, the structure vanish. Whatever we learned as athletes, we don't put it together when we're on our own, which is sad. It almost makes you wonder, like, do you not have your own thought process? Do you not want what's best for you? Now that you can control your own life and the things that you have on going on in your life. So, initially, once athletes are done with their career, structure vanishes. It's almost like, hey, I'm not playing sports anymore. I it doesn't even matter. So they go through life or their next chapter in their life without the same structure. During their during their career, it's waking up early. It's eating the right things. It's, oh, I'm going to work out now. Uh, I'm going to work out later. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to do all the things to keep my body up for them. I do it for y'all. But when it comes to my life, it's done. That's number one. So the structure vanished. Again, we lose our minds. It's incredible that we would do all these things for other people, but we're not able to do these things for ourselves. That's number one. Structure is gone. Number two, the activity level plummets, which I understand. If you're not an athlete anymore, collegiate, high school, pro athlete anymore, the structure for activity, I get it. You're not going to be as high intensity. You're not going to be as active as you normally would. But it seems like, again, we lose our head. We're not doing those same things that'll keep us up. So activity level plummets, and I want to ask you guys why. What's so hard? I feel like, for me, my activity level, it actually kind of picked up. Noticing that, yeah, I was working out, I was practicing, plus we had games. Yeah, I understand the activity is it's a lot of load, a lot of activity. It seems like not enough rest as athletes. But why is that? Why is the level of activity it completely? I thought that being an athlete, you are enjoying the competition, you are enjoying the challenges of pushing your body, and you're enjoying the fact that you get to be active. This is something that I would ultimately think that this is the reason why you're in sports. You love being active. So why is the activity level plummeting? That's number two. Number three, we lose, which is this is a definitely a big one. You lose the identity and the motivation of who you are. And this almost goes back to the second one of your activity level plummeting. Um, shouldn't you love activity? Isn't this one of the reasons why you love sports or the sport that you play, whether it be gymnastics, soccer, martial arts, football, basketball, curling? I'm joking about the curling one. I mean, it could be, but hey, it's just funny to me. But I understand, and this is definitely a struggle that former athletes uh, find difficult, is they lose their identity after sports, which is a sad truth, but it's true. You lose their identity once you feel like you're not an athlete or you're not giving your life for them anymore. You begin to lose motivation. I don't know what my next chapter is going to be. I don't know if I can hang on to who I was then and proceed with life now, which is, I would say a lot of people love that about athletes. They love that about, hey, you keep yourself in shape. You know what to do to, as far as teamwork. You know how to push through challenges. I love the leadership. All these different high qualities that you have as an athlete, we seem to lose them when it comes to our post-career next chapter. Let's say that. And so, those are the big three that we're going to talk about today. Of course, we're going to talk about these things a lot more as we move on to my tips for the tip drill that we're going through right now. And so, yeah, it's just a harsh reality that I'm noticing. And one thing, guys, is hang on. You were special. You were an athlete for a reason. Those qualities translate to the next thing. No matter what you're doing, you're going to have to be able to use leadership, be able to work with a team, keep yourself fit. Those things are what draws you to people, or what people are, yeah, what draws you to people and why people want you around. All right. So as I dive to the next, or my three tips for you guys, no matter if it was 10, 5, 10, or 2, 5, 10, 20 years ago, these tips can help you get back into shape and find who you really are, and just kind of navigate your way so that you can live a life that you want to live at a high level, right? God put us here for a reason. He did not intend for you to live a high level life now and then just say, well, I ain't playing. I'm not an athlete no more, so I guess my life is over. I guess I ain't got nothing. God did not intend for this. All right, use your skills, use your gift, and really engage with people, really connect with people, right? And so I know it can be difficult for some of us to find that, as we find these things to be kind of heartbreaking, that we have to move on from the things that we actually love doing full time. I get that. So here are my three tips. Number one, enjoy what you're doing as far as activity. A lot of us feel like, I get it, that man, I was probably that person as well. Man, I don't like working out. I don't like lifting all the time, and that's okay. I see a lot of people stay in shape doing things like walking, hiking, doing things like swimming. Man, one of the most amazing things that I've seen as an athlete is that, I'm like, in my head, like, if you're not working out, you ain't wrong. I was in a senior swimming class to keep myself in shape during the off season, a lot of 60, 50, 70 year olds in this swimming class, and I was the only 20-year-old in there trying to stay in shape. And I noticed our instructor, she was jacked, she was swole, she brolic, she had all these muscles. And I'm thinking, me being a competitor, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to, let me find out what she doing. So I go ahead, I ask her, I'm like, hey, I appreciate, the instruction in the class. I know she kind of laughed, and she was just like, I get why you're in here. You just trying to stay in shape. She was just like, she just told me like, my seniors just love you. I'm just like, yeah, they in here and they way stronger than I am in this water right now. But she just told me straight up that she doesn't work out. The only thing that she does is swim. And that's the reason why she has big shoulders, why she has a solid core, why she's so fit. Because she was a swimmer, but she just in love swimming. She doesn't work out. She doesn't curl all day. She doesn't do shoulder workouts. It's just swimming. That's because she's doing what she loves and she's staying in shape. So my advice for you guys is find what you love doing. If you like playing basketball, that's a great way to stay in shape. That's a great way to keep the hops, keep the handles, keep that cardio going. Go pick up a basketball. Practice playing basketball twice a day for 30-minute intervals. So find something that you love doing and do it. If you like fighting, find a martial arts class or practice at home. Grab you a bag and practice at home. You don't have to be in the gym to have an optimal activity level, right? So that's a misconception. So that's number one. Enjoy what you love doing. If you like running, go find a track. Run around your neighborhood. All right. Find something you enjoy. Number two, all right. You ain't 6'4", 230. You might still be 6'4", but that 230 then turn to 300. So you need to change your diet. All right. As athletes, we need a lot of food, a lot of carbs to keep up with the energy that we're putting out. And we have to realize the reason why you're gaining weight post career is the fact that you don't have that, for one, you don't have that high activity level. All right. It done slowed down a little bit. So you can't be eating the same. It's one of the things that we feel like we doing, like, hey, I'm not playing sports no more, but I can continue eating what I was eating before. It does not work like that. So if you're wondering why you're gaining weight, this is it. You're gonna have to eat according to your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is sitting down all day, guess what? You don't probably need more than 2 meals a day. One full of fruits, full of a lot of juices. And when I say juices, I mean from fruit, fresh juice, and maybe a meal, with carbs, your protein, your essential macros, of course. That's it. It ain't gonna work when you eating a full breakfast, sausage, biscuits, eggs, grits, pancakes, leftover pork chops. It ain't gonna work, right? A full lunch, a full dinner, and snacks in between, you're gonna gain weight. So the athlete that you were before is different from the lifestyle that you have now, and you're gonna have to eat accordingly. You guys comment down below because I know a lot of y'all still, eating the same way. And if you're guilty of this, let me know in the comments, right? All right. And number three, our last one, all right? You're gonna have to figure out a plan. Like I said, we were doing all these things for other people. Now it's time to do what we need to do for ourselves, right? You're gonna have to make a plan. I have a sneeze, guys. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You're gonna have to figure out a plan for yourself. What do you like doing for to train and to work out? All right. Number one, you should be walking. You should at least be walking. You need to be doing the essential functions of a human being: reaching, bending, squatting, pushing. You need to be doing this in some kind of way, form, or fashion. It's fine if you're not doing it at a high level, but you need to be moving. So find what you enjoy and dive into it. All right. Have more fun. All right. Get outside. Go hiking. Go sailing. go swimming, go bowling, make it a habit, all right, and get your friends involved, all right. This is one thing our friends are not involved, our teammates are not involved anymore, so you're gonna have to find some new teammates, all right. So make sure that we're doing this, all right. So find a plan, find out how much you need to be eating on a daily basis according to your lifestyle. So having fun, noticing that you're not practicing twice a day, games on the weekend or games every 5 days or whatever it is, and find out and say, hey, if I'm not having that type of activity, then I probably need to slow down on the processed food, on the high calorie foods. All right, you're gonna have to eat a bit light. You're gonna have to use some of those favorite foods that you eat and eat them sparingly, right? And then you're gonna have to figure out that diet regimen. Like I said before, figure out how to eat and then put it together. Should I be eating 3 times a day? Or will I get away with eating a lot of fruit throughout the day and having, one, maybe and two good meals? All right. A lot of people are fasting. Sometimes they fast 16 hours a day and eat between that 8 hours. Some people do 20 hours if you can handle that. But I would definitely say make sure you start slow. Um, if try to say, hey, I'm only going to eat in a 10-hour window. In that 10 hours, I'm going to make sure I'm eating these type of foods. Maybe if I snack, I'm going to snack this much of my favorite food, but then I'm going to put it away. All right. I want to get back in shape. I want to get back at least how I was feeling and looking when I was playing ball. I might not be playing ball or playing whatever sport or, gymnastics or curling or anything that you're doing, all right, before, but I need to get back to how I was feeling, because that was when I was feeling great about my life. I was having a lot of friends. I was really active and, doing a lot of things. So you guys let me know in the comment section, uh, what are some of your favorite things that you're doing? If you stop doing those favorite things, have you continued? Have you found new teammates for your lifestyle? Have you found new foods for your lifestyle? All right. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. God bless y'all. Glory be to God in all things that we do. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Andrecus Lindley. This is Timeless Athletes, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Peace.